Howdy everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Faab Five campaign here on the Random Rhapsody Network. I'm Matthew R. Dawson, your friendly neighborhood host and GM, and joining me around the virtual table today are Alyssa, Joe, Jeremy, Koines, and Kyle. Say hi, everyone.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
We have some new content now airing on Random Rhapsody every Wednesday. Kyle Thomas, here from the Faab Five, is streaming himself playing video games every Wednesday from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m., and then I will also be doing a playthrough of Solasta, Crown of the Magister, from 7 to 10 p.m. You can keep up to date on everything we're doing by following us on Facebook at Random Rhapsody TV and on Twitter as @random_Rhapsody. Okay, that should do it for the announcements. So join us as we dive into the world of Loroupa and continue on with the adventures of the Faab Five. And we're back. So when we last left off, the Faab Five had basically screwed the pooch with the local branch of the Cerulean Syndicate by leading a squadron of city guards to their hideout in the slums. Forced to flee after clashing with those guards, the team managed to elude their pursuers and get out of the city, and they secluded themselves in the farmland to the southwest. Now, inside a hayloft, Blood furiously questioned his companions about what had led up to the bar brawl while he was speaking to the local guildmaster. And what he learned from the group did not help his mood improve. Now, fearing a swift and deadly reprisal from the Cerulean Syndicate, Blood and Liam decided to sneak back into the slums to request a parley with Rumfurrow and beg his indulgence. Now, while Liam and Blood were gone, Apollyon, Eloise, and Veil prepared the barn for his assault as best they could by digging a tunnel underneath a stall for Apollyon to hide in, while Eloise planned to transform into a horse and hide in a stall, and Veil simply secluded himself in the hay. Now, back at the slums, Blood and Liam located a guild runner to bring his hidden dagger bracer along with a letter to the guildmaster. After convincing the runner to bring this package, the pair returned to the barn to wait for the guildmaster to approach. And so, Faab Five, Rumfurrow did indeed show up eventually, once night had truly fallen over the city. The parley was strained, and Rumfurrow seemed to have the confidence of a man in complete control, as Blood entreated the guildmaster with a payment of gold bullion for the insult of bringing the guards down upon them. In the end, thanks to some pretty good persuasion rolls, the halfling's greed outweighed his desire for vengeance, and he presented Blood with a deal he could not refuse. To draw attention away from his territory in the slums and direct the guards' search for the Faab Five someplace else. He also mentioned that if Blood could direct that attention in another direction, say perhaps to a Furbolg merchant and member of the Revancia Senate named Bertold Faldvar, who was causing issues for the guildmaster here in the city. He also gave you the name of the thief who managed that district's runners, Dovar the Cripple, a half-dwarf beggar from the northwest quadrant. With that deal complete, Rumfurrow called off the assassins hiding in the barn who were poised to kill you all, and together with his bodyguards, the guildmaster collected the gold payment and left the farm, presumably to return to his base underneath the inn. But as you all stand there in the barn, contemplating how you can complete the objective you are given, a question comes to each of your minds. And that question is, how do you feel about receiving or giving orders? Are you more of a leader or more of a follower? And since Blood from a Stone rolled, why don't you go ahead and go first?
I have difficulties accepting orders from people I don't respect. I feel that respect needs to be earned before you're going to get my complete obedience. But as far as a leader or a follower, I mean, oftentimes I find myself being put into a position to lead, and I do not really appreciate that. It's not, I don't want the responsibility of my group's lives in my hands all the time like that. It's not a fun prospect.
Stay on the chair.
Fair enough. We'll go clockwise. So, Apollyon, how about you? Apollyon, if you're there, we cannot hear you.
He's moving.
I figured it out.
There he is.
Apollyon is definitely a leader. Nobody's going to tell him what to do. He's going to blaze his own trail in this world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
blood can attest to that.
I think we've all definitely seen that. Okay, I like it. Liam, how about you?
Well, I've definitely never been much of a follower, since everyone who tries to tell me to do something is usually an idiot. But the only person I've ever wanted to lead was myself. Got no desire to lead anyone else. Unfortunately, this ragtag group needed me, so I'm the leader.
Sounds about right. Necthros Veil, how about you?
Yeah, so I barely listen to people talk, let alone listen to people give orders. So I'm going to definitely say I'm more of a leader, especially when it comes to me leading an army of recently risen friends.
Yeah, that does sound about right. Okay, I like it. Eloise, how about you?
I don't know. I feel like a lot of the stuff that's like in the rest of the world and cities and stuff, like I'm not super familiar with, so I'm probably not the best person to try and, take command of a situation. But at the same time, I feel like a lot of people overcomplicate things. And just, like, there are a lot of unnecessary steps. Like, if you just, either tell people what you want to do or just do it, then it gets done.
Okay, I like it. Okay,
You're so distracting.
As I said, you are all standing in the barn you had hidden yourself in at the southeastern section of Revancia. Eloise is still in her horse form, and in that stall, Apollyon is hiding underneath the hay in the tunnel he had carved, and Veil is no doubt rubbing his neck where the blade of that assassin had been pressed against it. Blood, you and Liam are standing outside the stalls, and by now you've probably been able to close the doors to the barn once again, so as to not draw too much undue attention to your hiding place. But, Faab Five, what are you wanting to do?
I think he'll kind of like whistle for Polly and be like, "Ah, buddy, you can come on out." It's a Veil. If you want to come on down now, they're gone.
Yeah, I'm just Vale's gonna want to just do a quick search up in this loft to see if anything was dropped either by the assassins or by anybody who's ever been in this loft. Just a quick search.
Sure, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Horse Eloise ate part of my hat.
With
I
your
can't even be mad at her.
with your 13 of investigation, you're kind of searching through the straw a little bit, kind of poking around, and your hand hits something, and you jump back in pain, thinking it's a blade or something like that. But then you push it back, and you find an old rusted pitchfork that had been left up there underneath the hay.
All right, I leave it and I come down with the rest of the group.
And so we got 3 horses, 4 people. Well,
Not back.
one dragonborn horse. We need to get to town as soon as possible. How are we gonna? I mean, it's dark outside. We can probably
How
take
far
these
is
home.
town?
I guess. How far outside of town are we?
Well, that's a good question. Good thing we have a map for that. So if you look on the, you know what? I never did put a dot on there for where your group is. I apologize for that. But if you look on it, that first big cluster of farms and directly south of the city, that you're located in that area right there. The slums, are more to the east and the northeast, and then across the river, that's where the city itself proper is. Now, looking at the map, there is 2 bridges, and there is one bridge that's closer to the city than the slums are, per se. So you could get into the city quicker that way, but you also know that you have to get the guards' attention away from the slums and into someplace else. So what are you wanting to do?
Right, well, they did ask us to cause another distraction, and this time, I think I'm ready. I saw a couple flyers on the way in town, announcing horse races and stuff like that. If we were able to get to that horse track where those horses are being held, we could run straight through the town. Cause a big old mess of distraction. We just need to find a way to blame it on our Furbolg target.
Yeah, that sounds good. How do you propose we blame it on the Furbolg?
If I could find this Doval the cripple, I could probably make that happen.
And where's this guy?
We have to find him.
Right. Hopefully he's got the information we need to be able to, do a nice little frame job.
Well, even if we don't necessarily have to blame it on this man. We just have to definitely get the heat off the slums. If we can push it towards him, great. But the main goal is heat off the slums. But I was thinking, he didn't exactly tell me exactly why he's causing trouble for his business, but I assume that he's trying to push out the criminal element. Maybe we could try and say that he started the riots to, make property prices cheaper there so he could buy it up and push the poor people out. I mean, senators are probably to do that, right? Rich assholes that run the city.
Who runs the city?
What's that?
Rich assholes. That's usually who runs the city, eh?
Well, yeah. I mean, we could try and, put the info out there to say maybe he is trying to drive down prices, cause trouble, so he can buy up property and push poor people out, so he can redevelop it, do something with it, something rich people might do.
Alternatively, if we were to further put more attention into the slums, maybe the rogues could get taken down. Do we really want the rogues running the city? They don't seem like a good group of people.
They won't be running the city. They only want their piece of the pie. But trust me, you don't want to try and take on a syndicate. We've already done enough.
Say that because you're part of the syndicate. I'm open to you.
I refuse to walk into Rowena if we don't fix this. I will not go within 100 miles of that city.
So how do you propose we make this distraction with the horses?
Well, we've got a horse right over here. I guess, is she still horse form? My shit cut out earlier. I don't know if she dropped
Yeah, she
out of
is.
horse form.
Yeah, she's still a horse.
I was like, we got a white lightning over here. They have racetracks in the city. We could try and create a stampede. Maybe have them do some property damage, but I want to try and avoid people getting hurt, especially the
Excellent.
horses.
Shall I get the crop?
Do
He
you,
goes over.
don't beat Eloise, please. I mean, if we want, we can. She could stay in horse form. I don't know how long she could stay. I don't think I've ever timed her. Her being in horse form. I guess Eloise, stomp one of your hooves for every hour you could stay in horse form.
We're just.
I'm assuming she can understand him.
Yeah, she can understand, right?
Oh yeah,
It's like,
she can
yeah,
definitely understand.
Yeah, what are they? Don't they call it counting? Come on, do that for me. I'd ask you, but you're in horse form. You can't use your mouth. Is she there? Did she drop out?
She changed her headset, and I can't tell if she can hear us right now.
So she's probably furiously.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. She's like, horse Alyssa pounding the ground. You guys aren't listening.
She's probably finding real looking hoof clops right now, but we can't hear her.
Coconuts.
Dude, she's got two fucking coconut halves. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how much? What is the answer?
I think it's like an hour, unless. I
thought maybe at higher level she could get more.
Polymorph was an hour. Wild Shape, I think, was longer, wasn't it?
It's not 8 hours, is
hold
it?
on. It goes up to 4 hours at one point and 8 hours at another point, I think.
Oh, Wild Shape.
Is she wild shaped or polymorphed?
She's
wild
shaped.
shaped. I'm looking on her character sheet.
Okay.
Right, but we could have a second ringer. One of us could be polymorphed.
We could do that. It would make it easier for us to get there, yeah.
Worried about getting there. We don't want to draw too much attention. It's dark out right now. We'll be able to slip right in, I would assume.
Yeah, but we need to move quickly. Unfortunately,
so
time is of the essence.
Yeah, you can stay in B shape for a number of hours equal to half your druid level rounded down. So 5 hours.
So 4, but then rounded down, wouldn't that be
Okay.
4?
No, if you're at level 10 right now.
Yeah, but rounded.
So if 10 divided by 2 is 5.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Joe, you're good at math.
It was 11 divided by 2.
But that's what I'm getting because I forgot she's full druid. She's
right. Yeah. No, she's full druid. So far.
Let's assume she's whinnied 4 times.
Yeah, she can.
Pounded the ground 4 times.
She indicates that she can do it for 5 hours. Yes.
Okay.
So, how is Blood? Can you keep up, or Liam? Can you keep up with a horse?
I think it's that one. Yeah.
Thanks, absolutely.
It's a USB device.
We can hear you, Alyssa.
That's your dead headphones. You have to go to.
No, mate.
Yeah, what's the horse's movement speed?
Well, thoroughbreds is 75, or is it 75?
Are these draft horses or?
Well, these would be racing horses, so these would be the fastest horses there are.
Well, these will be draft to get in there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just saying to conserve spell slots, we could if one of you could keep up, because I know I know Blood, you are pretty fast, and I know Liam is also pretty fast with his mobility feat. Otherwise, if we need to, we could
the draft horse has 40-foot speed.
Mm.
Yeah, I've got 55, so I can beat a draft horse.
Okay, and a riding horse has a 60-foot speed.
So, I can do movement, bonus movement, action movement. So, I can fucking move.
If I'm straight up dashing, I could keep up with a horse, no problem.
I can fly equal to my walking speed also.
Oh, fuck me, I forgot you got all that stuff. Well, we need.
Sorry, my headphones died, so I
Well,
needed
you're
to.
fine.
I couldn't hear you guys at all.
We were just asking you a bunch of questions, and we were waiting on a response. That's all.
But we figured it out.
Yeah.
As horse Eloise, she's counting the ground 5 times. I mean, so we've got plenty of time for her to get it out. She doesn't have to drop unless she really, really wants to. Maybe she could drop and change to a racehorse when we get into town. Because I think she's just a draft horse at the moment.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's only used up 1 wild shape.
Yeah.
As horse Eloise, I'm going to try to, drag my hoof on the ground to make the letter R. And then 10.
What?
She wants to be called R10.
Like, what does it mean,
Yes.
girl? What does it mean?
Tail.
Is Timmy in the well? Timmy's in the well. What? Oh.
You get a tail to the face too.
All right, so if Blood can, or if Kyle could run, sorry, Liam can run alongside the horse. Apollyon can mount one. Blood, are you quick as well? Are you up there with Liam?
I mean, I can sit there and dash and be doing it. Yeah. I mean,
so why don't we do that?
Yeah.
Apollyon hop on a horse. I'll hop on Eloise. Liam and Blood can keep up without issue.
We do have the horses here, but I don't exactly want to steal one of these horses that, I mean, we just used their shed without them knowing. I don't think we can just take their, I mean...
we can bring them back. Or
I don't also want to be known as a horse thief here either.
I don't want to bring it back either. That sounds like more work than one horse is worth. No offense.
I mean,
Eloise horse.
I'm assuming we're this orange dot.
Yes, you are that orange dot down there. The green dot is the Thieves Guild. The blue-greenish looking dot, the sea green looking dot, that's the racetrack. The pink one all up there, that's the Furbolg's mansion.
And we're supposed to go towards the Furbolg's place to find the cripple.
Well, he may not. He's just up in that area.
Yeah, he's in that general area.
In that... Oh, fun. Okay. All right. We got to traverse the entire city, it looks like.
Oh, we just got to get moving. So.
All right. Other item on the agenda. We are now all wanted. These faces are not going to fly too well. Polly, do you have any green paint in your disguise kit?
I don't think I have the disguise kit.
What has the disguise kit?
Oh, I thought it was yours.
I'm proficient in it, but I don't think I actually have one.
Well, if there's green paint in the disguise kit, I would recommend anybody who's not going to be polymorphed, maybe take green on their hands, green on their face, and wear like a cloak or something like that. So we could easily be mistaken for someone else.
Never mind, it's working now.
Okay. Quick question. This little the purple dot way up here next to kind of near Furbolgs, is that the conclave? Or yeah.
No, the blue one's the conclave.
The blue dot is the conclave. The purple is the Quintarium.
Yeah.
Okay. And how long will it take from our location to go up to Furbolg's area to find the cripple? Traveling by horse.
Well, it is nighttime.
My guess would be about 2 hours.
Oh, that's not bad. Okay. Well,
Okay, sorry, my mic was muted. So from where you guys are in the farm, it would take you probably about an hour to get to the stable from where you are right now if you just went there directly, and then it would probably take you another hour to get to the Furbolg's place. Maybe an hour and 15 minutes, give or take, but yeah, around that.
Okay.
Well, we don't want to cause a disturbance or distraction too early walking around town with all those horses. We might want to try and find the dwarf, the half dwarf, before we go to the horses. But it's up to you all.
All right. We're wasting moonlight, so let's make a decision and go.
Yeah, you are indeed
Anybody?
wasting moonlight.
Yeah, let's just get on. Let's get going.
Alright, then for expediency, I will take the lead. I have perfect memory of places I've been. So I can take us back to close to, not all the way to the conclave. I can get us halfway back there and then we'll just turn right. But I'm gonna do we have any leftover cloaks from...
So, Liam, hold on a sec. You know any place that you've been, so you know that how you went from the conclave down to the Thieves Guild, and from the Thieves Guild to the farm. That's the route you know. So you know generally where that thing is. And
the Thieves Guild is which dot?
The green
The one here on the
green dot,
corner.
okay.
Yeah, so like you know generally speaking where the conclave is from where you are, but why you're trying to get to the conclave, but I'm confused where you're trying to get.
No, I'm looking on the map as if I'm not Liam right now. I'm just trying to think mechanically if I went halfway back there and went right, but I wouldn't know that. So we need to venture into the city and look for flyers or something directing us to the horse track if that's our first target.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to ascertain what your target is first. You're heading to the stables first.
All right, let's go to the stables.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Let's do it.
So you're heading to the stables. Now, I assume you're taking the quickest path to get there, the bridge across the river closest to where you are now?
Yeah, the closest bridge there.
Okay. So you can do that. What I'm going to need from everyone is we're going to be doing a team stealth check to get back into the city. The DC is a little bit lower because you're not heading to the slums, but there is also the outer wall, the wall of the inner city that you are going to have to get past to get through. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be doing first a group stealth check. Then you're going to have to get past the guards who are guarding the wall somehow. That's going to be your next challenge. You can think about that, how you're going to do that, and then you're going to get into the city and start looking for your flyers. So the third thing you're going to be doing is a group investigation check. That makes sense? First one, everyone's doing group stealth. Second is going to be your situation, how you choose to handle it. Third one is investigation for the flyers. So, heading back into the city, getting across the bridge, not too difficult. There's a lot of people out there. You throw on your coats. Somebody's riding Eloise, apparently. Veil, I guess? I don't know. You tell. Yeah, Veil. Okay. And the rest of you got your cloaks up and heading down the bridge and towards the wall of the inner city. So go ahead, give me your stealth checks to get across the bridge and into that outer area.
Ooh, that's an 8.
19 for me.
22.
I just
And
see that
behold,
top of as a dragon horse.
and his name that sat on it was Death.
Oh, fuck me, dude! Did you just? That's too perfect.
Yeah. So while everyone is keeping like low key. Even Apollyon has pulled on his cloak and has that over his head and is kind of ducking down a little bit. Most of you are being fairly stealthy with these rolls. Veil on top, his hood's thrown back, his long white hair is billowing backwards behind him, and he's just riding proud with Jareth like literally flying over his shoulder. It's so freaking conspicuous that it's kind of ridiculous.
Maybe he's born with it.
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe.
Exactly. But overall, a 24, a 22, a 19, an 18 definitely beats out that 8. And that is a success to stay inconspicuous and low-key, making your way into the city. The next step is there is that wall. And there is several guard posts along the wall that let people in and out. It is night. It is the dead of night. It's probably right at 2 a.m. in the morning. And you know that you got to get past these guards. But, it's late. Just 2 men, a half-orc and a tiefling. They both seem kind of tired a little bit, but they are checking each people that come through.
How far where how far we can get along the wall, right? Away from the guards.
If you just make a turn left or right, if you look on the map there's the bridge right there near your farm. You go up and there's a little wall there with a gap. And if you kind of look left and right, the wall keeps going farther and farther. There are little guard posts along the wall, but if you just kind of, did a non-conspicuous shuffle and make your way around them and don't approach them, you can get along the wall.
So we're gonna go along the wall until we can't be seen anymore. I'm gonna kind of nod the other guys to follow me.
All right, let's see what you got going on here.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't approach these guards. You just kind of. Do you go to the right or to the left? Just out of curiosity.
To the left.
Okay, perfect. You head that direction, and you just kind of walk on. They don't challenge you. There's a few other people lined up in the queue trying to get through, and they're more checking these people out than paying attention to who's walking by. So you make it past them, and you're going along the wall. What are you looking for?
Just curious, this is a tall wall, correct?
Yeah, it is definitely a tall wall. It's about 80 feet tall. There are guard posts, outposts, spaced out like towers in between them. Probably the closest one is a good 150 or so feet away from where you currently are. So as dark as it is, you may be able to see an outline in the moonlight, but not a lot.
Okay, and this wall is, I'm assuming, made of stone?
Yes, it is made of stone.
All right, and about how thick is this wall?
You passed through a similar one on your way through the slums. It was about 20 feet wide.
Oh, perfect. So Veil walks up to the wall, and he dismounts Eloise. He
Christ. Just the way
puts his hand on the wall, and reaches into his pocket, pulls out a pinch of sesame seeds that he bought a few days back.
What he's fucking doing.
He pinches it in his hands and kind of makes a little paste with it, throws it at the wall, and casts Pass Wall.
Interesting. And let's see what Pass Wall does. So a passage appears at a point of your choice that you can see on a wooden, plaster, or stone surface, such as a wall, such as the wall you're standing in front of. This lasts for the duration. You choose an opening's dimensions up to 5 feet wide, 8 feet tall, and 20 feet deep. The passage creates no instability in a structure surrounding it. When the opening disappears, any creature or objects that are still in the passage are safely ejected to the unoccupied space. So you're basically creating a tunnel through this wall.
Badass.
I like it.
It's a cool spell.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah,
Glad we stopped by that sandwich shop. Hell yeah.
Yeah, sure enough. You make it just to the point where you're like between two of those, the guard post with the entryway and the nearest one. You kind of go about halfway. You duck in the shadows, get close to that wall, cast that spell. I just want you to all make one more group stealth check for me. The DC is pretty fucking low. Everyone gets better than a 14. You made it past this.
Oh, good God.
23, 26, 7, 15.
Where's Veils? Oh,
12.
I'm going to use a lucky point to re-roll that. It's
All right.
Okay, go for it.
going to be 12. Because I'm not taking the 9.
Yeah, so each one of you, the spell is cast, and all of you go running through it. Apollyon, Veil, the two of you are last in order as everyone's running through. And as you reach the farther side, you turn around and look back, and you see down the passageway at the far end, a woman, a human woman, clothed very simply. She appears to be just a standard commoner. Middle-aged, but peering down this hole in the wall, and she's kind of approaching, trying to see down the other side.
do we all see her?
Vale will put his finger to his lips as the party gets through to the other side, and then the wall will close up.
And as you do that, you just see this woman's eyes go big as saucers. And then she goes running.
I was debating adding the finger across the neck, but I think the finger across the lips is good enough.
Yeah.
You did see her running in the direction of the guard entrance. I will tell you that much.
Okay.
All right, boys, we've been made. Let's get to move on.
Yeah, nobody's going to believe her anyway. Let's get going.
Okay. So go ahead now, make a group investigation check. All of you are working together to try to find flyers.
Natural 20 for a 25.
4.
26.
20.
11.
Some pretty fucking good
you
rolls
even
in
looking?
there, honestly. I was looking for another 14 to find flyers, and you definitely succeeded with that nat 20 and the 26 and another 20. So yeah, as you're moving down the alleyways, keeping to the shadows as best as you can, you do find some posters posted up against the walls proclaiming the Revancia raceways and giving very clear, concise directions on how to get there. Next thing I want is one more group stealth check. You're all trying to get to the racetrack. The DC for this is higher now, because the guards were alerted to your
16.
presence.
Can we
Eloise.
keep both? Can we keep both of mine?
Nice.
18.
Wow.
How the fuck is the horse like one of the most consistently? I'm just picturing that goddamn horse from Tangled just sitting there sneaking along.
Yeah.
I'm unshoed. That's why.
It's the
My hooves
point.
are quieter.
It's the point where it pulls the tree down in front of it. That's Eloise right now.
Yeah, just this horse kind of taking along bushes as she walks. Yeah. 25, 16, 31, 6 for Veil, and an 18 for Eloise in her horse form. Without problem. Like, you do spot the guards kind of start moving around. You have to duck into an alleyway, and you're thinking, oh shit, the horse. But it's more Veil trying to push the horse back. That's more visible than anything else. But fortunately, the group working together, you do manage to evade the guards. You have spotted that they are out there. They are looking around. But so far, at least, they have not become aware of your presence. Now, making your way to the racetrack, I'm going to go ahead and show you that map that I made today of it. And here we are at the Revancia Raceway. Hold on one second. What's up? Uh-huh. Yes. Sorry, my wife is asking me a question. With coconut. We do. Coconut creamer.
I think I should have 120 feet of dark vision.
Do you not?
No, I only have 60.
Yes, I've only got 6. I need 90. Here we go.
I believe I'm seeing through somebody else's character because I can see too.
Yeah, I think we're all seeing veils.
Okay.
Excellent.
What do your drow eyes see?
what do your elf eyes see?
There you go for that. Everyone else's vision. Can you all see okay?
Back to normal, yeah. Ooh, now I got a lot of vision.
I think that happened when I put Jareth on. When I put Jareth on there, it looked like it got turned daylight. I don't know why.
There.
Gotcha.
Now I'm in total blackness.
Do you have dark vision?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I should have 60 feet.
There you go. Anyone else?
I mean,
okay.
mine's good. I mean,
mine's working.
Yeah.
So just a quick question. With what I can see right now with my dark vision, that's what I could see, correct?
Well, y'all are kind of moving around more than you should be, so.
All right. So even when I was back here, yeah.
There. Leave your tokens where they are for now, please.
I say nay, sir. Oh, wait, no. That's what Eloise is saying.
Probably.
All right, I totally wasn't fucking expecting that.
But yes, as you make your way through the city, you do eventually find the Revancia Raceway. You do see as you approach that it is a gated area. There is a wall about 30 feet tall, made out of wood that kind of lines it. There is a guard post to the north side of it, and another to the south that is basically a gate that allows entry. Now, as you kind of approach and you do a one circuit around, you can see that the raceway past the fence is fairly large. There's bleachers to 3 sides and a pathway for a 4th side where people can come and go and walk around. There's several buildings that you can see, but you can clearly make out as you're moving along the south side heading east that towards the center there's a very large stables in the center of the raceway. Now, my question to you before you start making your way around, are you trying to come at this from the north side or from the south side?
The stables are on the south side, you said, right?
Yeah, the stables are in the center of this area. You can see it as you're going along the southern side from west to east.
Okay.
It's more in the center of, as you can see on the map, you're on the southwestern side. That building there, that's where the stables actually are. You're just kind of I put you guys on the inside of the fencing.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think we should go towards the stable.
Yes,
Yeah.
towards. He's asking from
So
what angle?
Are you? Are you?
Oh.
There's two guard posts with gates that allow you to get in, or you can just scale the fence and try to get inside. I'm asking you, how are you going to try to get inside the racetrack?
Let's go from the corner in between the guard posts.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to try to scale it.
I'm going to fly right to the top of it.
Of course you are.
Are we going to get a horse over it, though?
Well,
I have rope. Can I just fly up to the top of the fence and throw the rope down?
Yeah, you absolutely could.
You have block and tackle to raise and...
Out of the stuff that was in the horrible hole that was thrown into a pile that Blood grabbed his shit, he does have grappling hooks and rope. Because
just for clarification, Matt, is this like an 80-foot wall like we just had, or is this like a horse fence that's only like 10 feet tall?
I actually described it as 30 feet, but I'm thinking now more it's probably like 20 feet. It's not a huge wall. It's just a wooden fence around it. You can easily... Apollyon can fly over it and get on the other side without a problem, and most of you could easily climb this thing. It's not that difficult. I'm just asking in what way you're doing it, from that I determine whether or not you're, how stealthily you're doing this.
Yeah, I'll take a running leap at this thing.
I don't want to...
Nat 20.
I don't want to burn another... Nice. I don't want to burn another level 5 spell to pass through it, so...
I'd like to add some flair onto this, so after I leap up, I catch the top with my hands, and I do like a corkscrew spin and Superman pose my land.
Okay, make me a stealth check and a perception check, all at the same time.
Sure. Ooh, stealth wasn't that great. Perception was, though. 22 on perception, 16 on stealth.
Just get one for now. Just get one for now and one next week. Okay, so you vault over and you land on the other side, trying to keep in the shadows as much as you can. You do a bit of a roll and you land behind a nearby bush. And with that 22 perception, you can see there are guard patrols moving around. One just left your area of vision and is moving off towards the west. No, sorry, east. You're in the west.
Okay. Just headed out of my vision. It's just started heading east, but not like in a hurry.
No, like they're
like he's just running his paces.
Like
sure.
Like I'm saying, there is a moon out. There is a bit of light. You can see in the distance, just off in the distance, a guard patrol is moving eastward away from you. But I'm just letting you know there are guard patrols out there.
Gotcha. Should I move my token on the inside, me and Polly now?
Not right now. Right now we're just doing theater of the mind. I'll let you know when you're on the map.
Alrighty.
So Apollyon, you can't just fly over if that's what you're doing. What about the rest of you?
Yeah, I'll just...
what material
is I'll just fly over, and I'll fly up about 20 or so feet and do perception to try to see the rest of the compound.
Yeah, blood, if it's made of wood...
There's no bush to hide up there, bruh.
Blood's just going to easily get over that wall.
Yeah, Apollyon, blood from a stone, you can very easily just climb over it with your climb speed. You don't have any difficulty with this. Eloise and Veil are two that decide how they're going to get up there.
Blood will secure one of the his grappling hooks up on the top and drop a rope down for him.
So Apollyon, you go flying up about 20 feet above where that fence is, so 40 feet, I'm guessing. You can see the building in the center of the track, the much taller 2-story structure that's very clearly a barn. You can see the outline of the fencing around that. You can see that there are 2 guard posts with gates on either side. There is also, in the middle of the westernmost slope going north, there is a gate over in that direction. A gate that, like double door style gates that's clearly to bring in horses and take horses out. That's the closest big gate you can see. Farther beyond that, the big building that you assume is a stable, you can see a few more smaller buildings off in the distance. The bleachers far, far away, but that's pretty much about it. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll land over there with Liam and Blood.
Okay.
Blood's on the top of the wall.
It's a little late to ask, but could you have grappled Eloise and flew her over?
I mean, probably. Hey, where's Eloise and Veil?
I mean,
crap.
I know Apollyon's strong, but do the flying boots have any weight restrictions?
Nope, it just gives me a flying speed. So yeah, I'll pop back over there and I'll try to lift Eloise and Veil at the same time.
So you're going to try to fireman carry Eloise and
Veil?
Fireman
Yep, fireman.
Wait, while they were going up the wall, I was just waiting for my turn. Eloise gets distracted by the tasty grass and just starts, munching and chewing and eating, and kind of ends up walking over towards one of the entrance gates.
I like it. Yeah.
Good plan.
Yeah. You just start wandering off towards the gates while they were all really looking at that gateway. Apollyon was flying over, Liam was jumping over, Blood was climbing. You just go wander off, munching away with the grass. And sure enough,
I'm assuming I'm still on her back.
No,
that's up to you.
No, you said you dismounted me.
Oh, that's true.
Well, that was when we went past wall.
Yeah, you never said I'm remounting Eloise. So
No, you never said you're getting back on me, so you're not with me, bud.
Okay.
That would have just.
Well, either way, if you're walking and munching, I'm just going to tail you then.
You're just following
So you're not
Eloise as
alone.
she walks off. Okay.
Yep.
Well,
just holding onto the reins like it's your horse, sure.
Are you
Yeah,
holding
just
on to the
letting her,
reins? Or
I
like,
don't have any
yeah,
reins.
you don't have reins.
We have no saddle, no blanket, no reins, no bit, no tack, nothing.
Nope. She's just
You're
going off.
in this shit.
I have those things.
I was barebacking her.
Well, you were
In my
barebacking
pack.
her, but I imagine you're just kind of like, hey, Eloise, and she's just wandering off, munching along with the grass. And as she does come close to that guard post, you do see some movement in there, and a light is lifted up, and you see a human man in a very typical guard's uniform, just a simple set of leather armor with emblem on it of the racetrack. And he just kind of starts walking over. Hey,
I'm gonna flick Veil with my tail and then jauntily trot over to the guard.
Okay. And I say, don't worry, she's friendly.
The guard looks over at Veil, who's just yelled out as he's walking up to this horse that's just happily trotting towards him, and the guard reaches up first, trying to touch your nose, trying to get you to stop, Eloise, but then he sees Veil, and his attention's immediately drawn to the dusky-skinned elf. Do you stop, or do you plow this guy over?
Oh, I go and I start
Oh, you start nuzzling up his hand?
We lost sound.
You cut out.
I start nuzzling his hand and then maybe hit the collar of his shirt and making happy horse noises.
Looking for sugar cubes.
The guard's really looking confused here.
You don't say.
Who are you?
And
And
Veil
how
gets
did this
closer,
horse
I'm
get
gonna
out?
shy away from Veil.
He's shying away from Veil towards the guard, and the guard's like, "You trying to steal this horse?"
No, I think she's just a little, scared of the crop, and I brandish the crop.
Oh, and this
at
guy
her.
pulls
Where
out.
did you get a crop?
Veil always has a crop.
Probably from Apollyon's toy bag.
The guard pulls out a sword and is imposing himself between the horse and Veil.
And I sheath the crop. I say, no harm meant, no threat meant. I apologize for the confusion.
You get out of here. I'm gonna summon more guards and he's like he's trying to grab onto Eloise and like her head and like trying to push her back away from Veil with one hand.
Yeah, and Veil holds his hands up. Hey, as you wish. No need to escalate.
I'd like to attempt to use this distraction to maybe get advantage on a stealth to sneak behind him towards the stables.
Okay, so like this guy is halfway down for the fence from where you guys are. You can like you don't know what's going on.
I know he moved away, right? Well, from his post.
You are on the other side of the fence at the corner. This is like 150 or so feet away.
I'm just trying to get theater of the mind up. Never mind, then I won't do that.
No, sorry. Like you can start making your way towards the building if you're wanting to.
Unaware of the scenario going outside the fence, right?
Yeah,
I gotcha.
You're just unaware of what's going on over there.
All right. Can I make a stealth to do that?
Yes, absolutely.
18.
Yes, absolutely. Very easily. You start ducking down into the shadows. There's not a lot of light going on. The guards themselves do have lanterns as they move around. You can see the faint glow of them in the distance, so you can see those things. But apart from that, it is very dark here in this evening. And with your 18 stealth, you start making your way towards the building that is obviously a stable.
Gotcha.
I will point out you're still wearing the boots, so you have advantage.
Right, I'll give them back as soon as she has feet again.
I know, that's what I was to say. She doesn't need them right now.
Yeah, you can roll with advantage.
I forgot that was advantage.
Yeah, I completely forgot too. So yeah, but you've been having great stealths anyway, so it doesn't matter. Here you go, even better.
I failed so poorly on the 18.
Yeah.
Thank you, Elvin Boots.
Yeah, with the 28, you are one with the night. Blood, you said you were still left up on that wall, so you did.
Well, I was looking around for the other two that hadn't come over yet, and I'm just where the fuck did everybody go?
Yeah,
I'm just gonna drop down on the other side of the wall and go to the building.
Okay, are you and Apollyon both making your way towards the building?
Oh fuck! I mean, Apollyon, and he's still up in the air.
No, I dropped back down to the ground.
All right,
inside or outside?
Eloise and Veil are gone. I don't know where they're gone.
Yeah, I went to look for them, and then they're not there, so I came back to the other side with you guys.
I can only imagine they went further up. I'm hoping they have a plan.
Well, hold on a second. I just realized what time it is. I apologize. We're going to go ahead and take our break right now. So sorry about that, Koines. I just looked at the clock, but we will be back in about 15 minutes, everyone. Stay tuned.
You're good. You're good.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. When we last left off, Eloise had gone wandering off, eating some grass towards the guard's gate, and was spotted. Veil, in typical Veil fashion, followed, and the guards immediately saw the horse, thought it was one of theirs, or just like, oh, there's a horse out here, that shouldn't be out here. Then saw Veil, pulled a weapon, and is trying to interpose himself between the horse and Veil. He's pushed the horse back, and Eloise has been very willing, stepping backwards, trying to get towards the gate. And at this point, the two of you and the guard are probably a good, 5 50 or so feet between one another. He's still got his short sword out pointed towards you, and he's pushing it at the horse's chest as much as he can to get it back off, and he calls out, Lawrence, get out here! We got an escaped horse and a suspicious man out here.
And Veil says, suspicious? You guys have the escaped horse. I was just following it. And I say, again, there's no need to get excited. I put my crop away. You could put your sword away. I'll be leaving. And with that, he turns on his heel.
Go ahead and make a deception check.
Ooh. How about a persuasion?
We're usually pretty good at deception.
Yeah, it's a 20 for deception.
Hey, pretty damn good, actually. I was
for a 3, yeah.
Yeah, I was looking for at least an 18 on this one, but with the 20,
wow.
You do see another guard coming and running up towards Eloise, and the guard that with the sword out, he does lower it a bit as you're backing away, and he does more like Lawrence is yelling, "Where'd this horse come from?" And he's like, the other guard is, I saw it down there, and then that guy over there, he stepped out and started talking to me, and it was really weird, and they both...
Then I start nuzzling the new guard.
Yeah. And you're nuzzling the new guard, and you're kind of keeping your face in between him and Veil. Go ahead and make a stealth check to be unseen as you're making your way out, Veil.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to say, I was getting ready to say you do have advantage on this roll because
it's into the darkness.
Yeah, it's in the darkness, and Eloise is kind of like transposing herself now, keeping their attention.
Wait, so am I... Oh, I'm trying to stealth out from these two guys?
Yeah,
away
from these two guys, away from those two guys.
Okay. Can I... I'm gonna just
well, let's roll another
propose
stealth.
Something.
Oh,
I was gonna propose that with the 20 deception, he believed my story and is, as I'm walking out. But if not, I'll roll another stealth.
So what you're doing, what the stealth roll is they're distracted. They believed you enough to let you walk away. The stealth check is to see whether or not they see where you go from here. That's
okay.
Is. Okay.
All right, and you said I'm about 50 feet away.
Yeah, you're probably farther than that by now because you were backing up and backing up in that moment. I was just looking to see how well you blended into the darkness as you were walking away.
Okay, that's a 12.
Okay. That's not bad. Eloise is definitely transposing herself. They do watch you a little ways as you make your way down the street, but eventually she is enough to draw their attention back, and together they pull you in and open the gate to the south, guiding you in. One of the guards leads you towards the horse stable, and the other one stays behind to lock up that door. So there's one less guard now at the south gate. And Eloise,
I'm going to nuzzle goodbye to the one who stays behind to lock the door, and then I'm going to keep following the other one.
Yeah, and he's patting your head and petting you a little bit and trying to push you away, like you're kind of bugging him a little bit as he's trying to close the gate, so it takes him a little while, but the other guard, he grabs a hold of your head and is trying to guide you as best he can, because it's kind of hard to do that without a...
It's a freaking draft horse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ever seen a Clydesdale? Huge!
No, you're going because you want to go. They're just trying to guide you as best as they can. I imagine eventually he calls out to another couple guards. Someone goes running off to the stable to get a bridle and to get you fitted with that and to give you some reins. And do you accept that or do you fight them?
If it's just the bridle, as in the head harness, no bit.
Yeah,
and they're just putting a lead rope on, and it's not reins, then yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what
I'll let them do that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. They hook that up and they hook up that lead and kind of drag you off towards the stables.
I feel like I'm playing Zelda Ocarina of Time, like trying to sneak into the castle, and I keep going somewhere, but I see the lanterns behind me, so I got to stay out of the way of the guards.
That's basically what this is right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, with that in mind, before we get back to your group that's been stealthing towards the stable, Veil, you did watch and you saw that the guard is now closing the gate and Eloise has disappeared. Because you got a lot farther dark vision than they do.
Yep.
So,
So-
from there, what are you planning on doing?
All right. So where I'm standing right now, I'm just kind of at pretty far away from the gate of the racetrack. Correct?
Yeah, I'm gonna say you're probably like the gate to the racetrack on the southern side. You're about maybe 80 to 90 feet away from that, and there's another 100 or so feet towards the far corner where the rest of your group climbed over.
Okay. So if I'm not mistaken, because I don't have the map up, where the track is into where the plan to go is northwest of where the racetrack is, correct?
From where you're talking about the stable itself.
Yeah, so where the stable is to where it will actually technically the racetrack itself, like because I'm on the outside of the racetrack. I want to get to so my plan is to get to where they plan on leading everyone once everything kicks off. I want to be able to be in the area so I'm not, on the other side of the freaking track while it's going, and I can at least catch up with them later.
So you're trying to stay on the outer side of the wall? You're not going inside the track with everyone else?
Yeah, I'm not going to be going in. Veil's going to be basically going to where, I guess, it was predetermined where they'll be heading afterwards.
Where
after
they're leading the horses out?
Yeah. So Veil's going to go there. Jareth is going to kind of do a big, wide circle, kind of keeping Veil at his center point and just doing a big, wide circle around to make sure nothing's going on. Veil's going to hunker down and start a short rest if he can.
Okay. So you can absolutely go to where you think the team is heading with the horses. And find a place to hide. I just want you to make an investigation check looking for a good place to hide and secure yourself. And here's my question, just for Veil. Where did your team say they were going to lead the horses?
I believe it was to from where the stable was, it was to the northwest towards Furbolgs.
Okay. Good to know. So you head off to the northwest. With your 12, you find that on the opposite side of the street, you can see the wall with the gate, and on the opposite side of the street there is an alleyway with a few boxes and a bit of debris that you think you could hide behind and keep yourself relatively hidden. So you can keep an eye on that gate and wait for them, and it's an easy run across the street to get to it if you need to go that way.
Okay, and then again, Jareth is just going to be doing a giant loop around, just in case he sees something. He could just notify me, and then we could go from there.
Yep, and you're going to sit down and make your short rest. You're going to sit there for about an hour, because that's a short rest, and during that time, Jareth is going to be circling overhead and keeping a watch. So go ahead and roll that perception check for Jareth. And let's get back to Apollyon, Liam, and Blood. The three of you were stealthing your way across the field towards the stable. What was the stealth rolls y'all made? Did you do that yet?
Yeah, I made mine at 28. They still got to make theirs to get across the field,
Yep,
I think.
Apollyon and Blood, go ahead and make yours as well.
Oh, okay. I'm making it now.
I assume you're not flying, Apollyon, right?
No, I'll stay with the others right now.
Okay.
21.
Okay.
28, 26, 21.
Just to say, Jareth did roll a 21. He critted with a 21 for perception.
Nice. So, blood or Veil, I put you in about where you would be if you were on that map. You're obviously off the map, but I'm putting you there. That way, you can at least see what's going on a little bit.
Okay.
Jareth is up there next to you.
I said, okay, so I said he was doing a big loop, keeping me at the center point of it.
Yeah, that's totally fine. I'm just you're not on this map. I'm just moving your token so that
I see.
That way you can at least know what the rest of the party are doing on the map.
Okay.
But you are going to be keeping a watch on that, and when they get to the far end of that, then you'll be able to know what's going on. Eloise and the guard, that's where you are. You're being led up in that direction, going along this route towards the stable.
What's the level of darkness we're dealing with here in the field as we're crossing in?
It
like
is
almost total?
Yeah, it's almost total. Like there is the moon. It is out. There is some stars. It's not really overcast. So you do have a very, very low trickle of light, but not like. And you can see in the distance the lights of the guards moving around. So you can at least have a very vague idea of where they are.
But essentially, where we are, like, you have to rely on dark vision, right? To pretty much. All right. Yeah. Let's say so. Then blood's invisible.
Okay. So you got none of you see blood at all. He just, the moment he got on that other side, he just disappeared.
Black cat wearing black shit in the blackness.
Yeah. Apollyon and Liam being pretty damn stealthy, and you're making your way across, hunkering down, keeping low, and stalking up towards the barn. The stable, not the barn. You can see it in the distance now. It is a 2-story structure, much longer than it is wide, made up completely of wood, with one of those, how do you describe a barn roof? It goes up, then it slants a little more of an angle, then goes up to the top, then goes back down again. That kind of shape?
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
It's kind of like a pentagon shape?
Yeah, a little bit. At the far end of it, which I'm going to indicate there on the map, right there, if you can see that, on that side over there, there is a large window on the second story that you can see. And you can kind of guess that's probably one of those, that's a hay window. You do not, however, see one of those winches or anything from that side. It is open air, but you don't see anything that, like, you don't see a rope hanging from it or anything like that. There is also no hay on the ground in front of it, but there is that window there. You can't see very far beyond what your current vision is showing you, so you don't see a door on this side.
It doesn't look like there's any lantern light coming out of that window, does there?
No, you do not see any lantern light coming out of that window. You can see far to the east. There is a lantern light. And there is some far to the north, slightly to the northeast, at a very slight angle. There is another set of lanterns.
All right.
I lean down to the others and say, let's go towards the barn.
Oh, yeah, of course. If I can see that window, I'll spend a key point to jump that height and get up to that window.
Okay, you're going to go ahead and give me one more stealth check to go running up to the barn.
Advantage. $27.
So it is about 75 feet away, so it actually takes you a couple rounds to get up there before you can make your way up the sheer slope. But as you're doing that, Apollyon, I imagine you're following pretty close behind. Nobody can see where blood is.
I'll just silently fly up there.
Yeah.
You're silently flying up there as well? Okay,
Yep.
I need a stealth check from you at disadvantage because you're flying.
Okay. But for sound, there wouldn't be any sound. But you're saying like it's more obvious because I'm up in the air?
Yeah, it's just more obvious that you're up in the air.
Your big red minotaur.
5.
Flying.
Now these guys are also at...
I'm going to use a lucky point before you say whether that fails or not.
Okay, go for it.
Oof. Oh, yeah, okay, I will take that. That's a 7. 4 plus 3.
Okay. And they rolled a 16.
Am I in the window when he flaps loudly?
No, he was coming along with you about the same pace. You're both making your way up there. He's flying along. And with the step of the wind, you can go running up there and catch right along the edge right there. So I'm going to move you kind of right there. And Apollyon, you're right here behind him.
Okay.
Blood, I don't know where you were. Probably pretty close to the wall of the thing by that point. I can't hear you, Blood.
He probably would have. I would have come up. He would have come up to the corner and then ran along the side of it. He wouldn't have taken like a direct route. He'd have gone to the corner of the building and then kind of like pretty much. Oh shit! He's like sticking to the wall as he comes up.
Okay. Well, as you were moving forward,
Could easily
Apollyon
see
flying up. Liam very stealthily just runs up and catches himself on the window there. Apollyon flying up there. Unfortunately, yeah, with that 7, you were spotted by a group.
Apple poppins.
And you can see that right far to the north in the distance, a light stops, and another couple lights kind of stop as well, move up towards it. The 3 of it kind of move a little bit and are starting to head in your direction.
Holy, I think they've seen you. You might want to be the distraction now.
Super Golden Boi to the rescue! You guys keep going. I'll take care of these jabronis.
Oh shit! Don't hurt them.
I just told him to be a distraction. That's open to interpretation.
Well, so while that's going on, Eloise, you are being led by the guard up to the stable. He with the lead in his hand, he leads you up to the door and pushes the 2 doors open. You are then led inside. And probably as they're starting to move inside, right till he gets right about there, that's when Liam and them comes moving up really quick. Liam is up there at the top in the window. I'm going to make him make his perception check real quick. Yeah, Eloise is still just sitting there chewing on his tunic, and he's just like, what the? And you do not
nuzzling and rubbing
and as you make your way in, you can see the interior of this barn. Now there are several rows of stalls throughout the center. One to the south side, one in the center, and one more toward the north side. A simple set of stairs go up to a second-story level where you can see several rooms along a walkway. And then the walkway turns over to the south again, and that's where Liam is currently dropping down silently onto in that moment. The guard begins leading you down into the center stall area. You know, just along here.
When I see the water trough, I'm just gonna kind of like pull him towards it because I'm like, ooh, water!
Okay, I like it. You start walking towards it using your superior weight. He's going to try to pull you back by making an athletics check. So go ahead and make an athletics check as a horse, Eloise.
I can make a strength check.
Yeah, make a strength check. You have advantage on this. You're big.
Horses have a strength of 16. They're good.
18. I'm a draft horse, baby.
Oh, wow.
Well, he rolled a 9, so...
Oh, no.
Well, you have advantage. You have advantage.
Okay.
So anything higher than a 1?
Beautiful.
There you go. Yeah, you just turn your head and pull. And this guy was not expecting it, and you go pulling him towards the trough, and he damn near pitches forward into it as you just lean downward and start drinking.
Then I'm gonna kind of like look up with soaking wet muzzle and realize that, you know, he's like righting himself, and I'm gonna go over and nuzzle him.
And you just get a face full of water from Eloise's muzzle. And about this time, Apollyon, what are you doing here, buddy?
Which direction are the lights coming from?
Coming from the north.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna just fly right over and like Superman land like right in front of him.
Do it, buddy.
There, I gave him a little bit of light so you can see him now.
That's how far I can go if I dash.
Okay, so you come flying down towards there and just land right in front of them. And the three of them just, like, suddenly jump, like, what the hell? And it's a man, this man is a tiefling in a decent set of heavy armor, accompanied by 2 men in splint armor, both of whom are wielding, let's see... yeah, he's got all sorts of shit. He looks like he's carrying a spear. So 2 spear guys and, 2 knights and a spear guy, it looks like. And they just kind of jump as they see you, and they're like, what the hell? Who are you? What are you doing in here? How'd you get in here?
Oh, I'm sorry, gentlemen. I am the Golden Boi, local hero around town here, and I was just patrolling the area. I've heard there's some vagrants and rioters in the city, and I'm been assigned to task them down.
Go ahead and make a deception check, Apollyon.
Okay. I'll use a lucky point.
Do it.
Yeah! Natural 20.
Why do we encourage him?
No, this is exactly what advantage and disadvantage is for.
This is why lucky is a terrible feat. How dare you?
Why do we encourage him? Oh.
Wow. Okay, so... puffing your chest out, you proclaim that you are the savior of the city sent to patrol it. And these 3 men are looking at you, and I don't know how they're going to beat a 21. I just want to see what their insight check is going to be.
After they're done shitting themselves because the giant fucking minotaur landed in front of them.
I turn around and pull my cloak off of my shoulders and show him, haven't you heard of the exploits of the Golden Boi? And I show him my full back tattoo of me slaying the green dragon.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say that you were gonna trigger the cloak of billowing.
That's El Toro Loco?
Oh yeah, he's definitely triggering the game.
Yeah. Can't beat Apollyon's swagger.
Nope, I didn't need that last one, but yeah, these guys were like, oh, well, Mr. Golden Boi, we hadn't heard that someone is patrolling the city. No, there aren't any vagrants out here. We definitely haven't seen any suspicious folks. Well, you kind of, but Well, we've never met a real-life superhero before.
Well, don't you worry. I'm gonna find those miscreants. I heard they were working for this awful furbog fella in the north of the city. So I'm gonna head that way and try to track them down. You guys remain vigilant. But don't try to take on any of these culprits yourselves. They're very dangerous.
Okay, so yeah, hold on a second, Blood. So you specifically told these guys that supposedly this furbog in the city is the source of these vagrants. They're like, oh, a furbog? Which furbog do you mean?
Koines doesn't know his name, but my character does, so he tells
it written down, dude. Do
yeah,
you?
Sorry. Come on, tell us who is the furbog? Come on, Apollyon.
Oh man, hold on.
We got to put a clock on this.
Did you end up giving us his real name? Because I remember you forgot.
Oh, yeah. I've got it written down. Yeah.
I even said what it was in the intro. I just want to see if you can remember it real quick.
It's written on the map of Revancia.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, you suck, Eloise.
I was looking through our Facebook messages, like I knew we said it.
I'm just like, would superhero even be in their lexicon yet?
It is now. It is now.
I would like someone to help me out when I need it like
No, even that,
hold on, you
Patriot Faldival.
Apollyon, go ahead.
I believe it was that, lobbyist, Faldival.
Okay, I want one more deception check. You've got advantage on this. You're convincing them that Faldivar is the source of miscreants and vagabonds here in the city.
You misspelled it on your map. It's with an L.
Probably, whatever.
He spelled it right in the text, though. I wrote it down a week ago. Sorry.
Cool.
No, that's why Koines got it wrong.
Pretty good.
Boom, 18.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And they're like, oh, well, thanks for letting us know about that furbog. We'll definitely keep our eyes out on anyone suspicious. Thank you, Golden Boi. Thank you for letting us know, and good luck patrolling the city.
All right, and I salute him, and I go, Golden Boi, away! And I fly up into the sky.
This is why I love D&D. How the fuck did that just happen?
That went from a shake my head moment to a pump my fist moment. It was awesome.
I'm crying here.
No, this is why I fucking love D&D, because the stupidest shit can sometimes work.
Oh my god.
I'm just playing my character, guys.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. As you should be. So while that's going on, Blood, you can probably climb up that wall and make your way up there with
if it's
Liam.
wooden, it would be pretty easy for him to find.
It would.
Even if there's not much hand holes, the claws, he can,
I want you both to give me another stealth check now that you're inside this barn here. You can see down below quite a lot of horses down there.
29.
29 of them in total.
Oh shit, there's 29 horses? I mean, I got a 29 stealth, but fuck, if that'd be an awesome coincidence.
1, 2, 3,
23
4, 5,
on
6,
stealth.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There's actually 20 horses, including Eloise. But you don't know that. You cannot see him from where you are, but you can see the stalls over there, and there are quite a few horses in there.
And so we can't see Herbie anywhere in there yet. I'm guessing the stall walls. How high do they go?
Well, can you see her on the map right now?
I've only got 30 feet of vision. Aren't I supposed to have 30 and 30 or something like that?
You're supposed to have 60 with those goggles. Yeah. I've got my 90 and I can't see her yet. So
doesn't it do 30 bright, 30 dim? Or
no? You just have 60 feet of dark vision, and it is on there on your token. I'm looking at it right now. You do have your full vision, Liam.
Okay, yeah, that's 60 feet. It just looks like less to me right now. I'm zoomed out too much. My bad. Yeah, I cannot see Eloise. She's too far away from me.
Okay, so you would not be able to, but you can see the horses. You can hear whinnying and a little bit of get up as the guard is getting slobbered on by Eloise right now. So what is
my luck.
doing?
What does Liam have to roll to see how jealous he is?
Well, he
Oh
can't
my
see
God.
that right now.
I
We
can't
need
see
to
that
hear.
far.
Oh, okay.
I just feel like, what do you think the odds are that is that god is with Eloise, the one that's making the sounds right now?
Who the hell's talking right now?
He's standing next to you now. Now he's not.
It's relying on dark vision. You're invisible, bro. I'm
Yep.
sorry.
I'm assuming there's some ambient light in here. Well, all right, fine. He's invisible. I'll tap you on the shoulder and be like, "Hey, I'm right behind you."
I'm never going to get used to that.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun doing it. I guess can we hear that guard, that noise getting closer, or will we have to like make our? Turn off advantage. Oh shit! Just a
No need
straight
for me to
already.
roll, honestly, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, if we can't hear them getting him close, I mean, we could probably start making our way around the edge of this.
Eloise, after slobbering on this guard, what have you done?
Oh, I just follow him.
You're following him? Okay.
Yeah.
So he does begin to pull you, and he's leading you down this way towards this stable here. He pushes open the doors and leads you inside of it. Are you going to resist him at all, or are you going to let him put you in the stable?
Go in.
Okay. Then he puts you in, takes the lead off of your face, keeps the harness on it, however. Grabs a feed bag and pours a little bit of oats into the bag nearby and hangs it up. And
We're never going to get it back.
closes up. Closes up.
You're going to feed me. I'll be here forever.
Yeah, and eventually he just walks off. So, Blood and Liam, you probably heard the motions of a horse clopping along, the opening of a stall, and now a content soft munching with that natural 24-30, just munching sounds and whinnies and shuffles and things of that nature. And eventually you do hear a barn door close.
And I think he's gone now. I guess, can we see that, like, the walkway, like, it looks like it turns here? Is that open, or is that, like, there's a perfect wall and it's all closed off?
That looks like you mean up here?
Yeah, because, like, I mean, right here, I'm right there, but, I mean, I could see there's a walkway, but I can't, like, all this is dark now. So is there, like, a full wall there?
Yeah, it is actually just a railing.
Okay, that's what I was asking,
Up
yeah.
on top, you can see this now. It is just a railing.
Yeah.
You can look over. There are rooms along inside here. I didn't actually furnish them because I was in a hurry making this map. Most of these rooms are offices, things that a stable would naturally have for the administration side of the business. I'm sure Alyssa can tell us all about what's inside of a stable that works.
You're going to want a tack room. You're going to want a room for all of your equipment. And you're going to want probably a change room for your jockeys. And then keep going.
Well, I guess he'll start moving along there, checking to see if anybody's in these, and then he's going to start looking for Eloise, too.
I'm going to move over here, hop on down, and start putting reins on the first horse so that I can guide him. Reins in a bit, because it's hard to control a horse otherwise.
Okay, Liam, go ahead and make for me an animal handling check. Blood, go ahead and make an investigation check, checking through all these different rooms.
24.
21.
Okay. With your 24, you are able to successfully hitch up the bridle, the bit, the reins, all that stuff. It's going to take you a little bit of time. Going through each of those rooms, like Eloise just described, there's a bunch of rooms for different shit. Nobody is inside, however.
Okay.
It is empty. I assume you're not going to spend too much time rummaging.
No, I'm just checking to see if there was anybody in them, and then while he's looking by, he's also kind of checking the horse to see if he could see Eloise yet. And I guess at this point, I could see her, so if he could, he'd probably end up hopping down into this this empty stall here and quietly make his way over to Eloise.
And then there's a big thump that comes from Eloise's stall, and now you can't see Eloise.
Oh, as I said, did the horse Eloise just drop a deuce there, and that's what the thump was?
Nope, you can't see her anymore. Now you can see her. She's on her back, and she's like rolling back and forth.
Oh my god!
In horse form or Eloise form?
Horse form.
Horses don't roll on their back. What are you?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, you do. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Have you never seen horses let out for the first time in spring? Cow.
The only time I've ever seen a horse, they're in a stall and they're always standing. I assume they fell asleep standing.
If they feel safe enough, they'll sleep lying down. But most horses don't feel safe that way, so they sort of sleep standing.
Yeah, okay. He'll just look in and just see this and just be like, "Oh my god, what am I doing here?" Miss Eloise.
And then instead of trying to get to, put all the effort into getting to my horse's feet again, I'm just gonna back in Eloise.
Just a voice from the rafters. There is no blood.
Well, no, he's down here with her now.
He's invincible.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm assuming there's some kind of, at least some torches in here. They don't.
No,
nothing.
Isn't. It's completely dark in here.
Eloise, I'm standing at the gate if you can't. I mean, you know what? At this point, fuck it. He'll light a goddamn torch. Because he doesn't want to spook the fucking horses when he's talking to him later either. So yeah, he'll
light the torch. Oh, shit.
If there's nobody in here, he's gonna light a torch.
Oh, there you are. I was wondering there for a second.
Yes, ma'am. I'm a very sneaky bastard. Are you ready to go? Are you having fun? You want to stay? You want to hang out like this for a little bit, or can we
keep an eye out for a few minutes? And I'm gonna cast so I can talk to all these lovely creatures.
Oh, it's just an action.
Well, she's ritually casting it, is what she's saying.
God. Well, yeah.
And you have that ability as well as a ranger now, is that correct?
Yeah, once a day.
So what is it y'all are doing?
I'm going to ritually cast Speak with Animals, and Blood can either start now chit-chatting with them, or can wait and we'll do it together. I don't know. Whatever.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter, yeah.
I'm going to try and bridle up a second horse while they're doing that, taking 10 minutes to ritually cast stuff.
Yeah, I imagine in 10 minutes you could probably get at least 6 of them bridled up if you're hurrying.
Alright. How many checks do you want me to roll? 6?
Yeah, just go ahead and give me 6 animal handling checks.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wow. Gracious.
Good roll.
They do not give you any trouble whatsoever.
Lowest is a 19. I dominated that check.
Holy cow.
Do horses have dark vision?
No, they don't.
So they just got this guy in the dark putting shit on it. Well, you know what? That might be comforting.
Yeah,
I'm pulling the goose fraba, like keeping them calm.
I mean, he's essentially waking them up as he's doing this. This is like I said. This is probably like night. About 3 o'clock, 3:30 in the morning by this point. Mm-hmm. And but he's just very slowly, gently rousing them as he's putting this stuff on them. You eventually are able to cast your spell, Eloise, and Blood can cast his. And what exactly are you telling these horses as you're waking them up?
Alright. Who wants to go Zoom?
Well, I know it seems like an odd request, guys, but we do need some help from y'all. How would you like to go for a run in the moonlight?
We're gonna zoom real fast.
Please do the horse voice, Matt.
It's getting.
Oh my-
It's really late, and we're very tired. Why are you waking us up to go run?
We need your help. I mean, I can promise that we can have some good hay sent to y'all.
Have us come back in the morning, and then we'll run for you.
Miss Eloise, you must know some
Not,
tricks to help.
not on the track. We're going off-road, babies!
Yeah, nobody's gonna control you. You guys get to control yourselves.
I'm gonna say you each can make a persuasion check by yourselves, and we'll see how well you convince these horses.
Wait.
That's a 13. It's alright. Yeah, baby.
Much better. 19. They like that off the track comment.
Yeah,
Off-road.
It's like
yeah.
there'll be
Apparently,
no.
the idea of going off road appeals to these horses.
And zooming real fast.
Yeah, and zooming really fast, and finally they're like, "Okay, Eloise, what are you wanting us to do?"
We're gonna open all the gates, and then I'm gonna change into a horse just like you, and then you guys, and then I think we're gonna head north. We're gonna head uptown, and we're just gonna run, and it's gonna be great, and it's gonna be fun, and we're gonna try to stick it together because safety in numbers. And yeah, we're just gonna have fun. Because everyone's sleeping right now in the town, right? So we don't have to worry about trampling anyone. And we can just explore the city, and it's so great.
Okay, so you're telling them you're going to open all the gates, and they're going to just start running randomly. And,
No, I said we're heading north, uptown, and I'm going to change into a horse, and I'm going to run with them. Thank you for listening. And...
Oh, really? Oh, really? Yeah? Yeah, is that where we're going? Yeah.
No.
Okay.
And we're going to zoom real fast because we're going to stick together because I said safety in numbers. And yeah.
Okay. Well, the horses eventually say, "Well, okay, Eloise, if that's really what you want us to do, get us ready and kind of help us walk around a little bit so we can get some of the sleep out of our muscles."
Yeah. And I'm just going to start opening the stalls. Slide the door. Slide the door.
As he's going by, kind of waking him up. I would assume, like, the time he spent with his horse Shadows, he kind of knows some things that these racehorses, they're a little picky. They're prima donnas. He probably knows, like, the certain spots to scratch that a lot of times it'll get the horse going. And so he'll just be doing that and slowly talk to him, saying, "Hey, we're going to go for a run in the moonlight. You guys are going to be free."
You
Go
guys
ahead
see
and hold on a second,
Liam
Liam.
clopping around the corner on top of a horse, and I know I only made 7 rolls, and there's only so many horses, but he goes, "I made 20 new friends."
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I'm sorry.
Okay, Blood, I want you to go ahead and give me one more animal handling check, just for you, since you haven't been able to do it yet.
Ooh, 18?
Yeah, I'd say working together, it's probably going to take you about a good 30 more minutes. But
I'm going to lead them into some calisthenics and be like, yeah, and stretch.
Are you bridling all of them, or are you just
No, I don't think
No.
we need to. I don't think we need to put bits on all of them. Yeah,
How long does
Speaking of which, I'm going to take the one that was around my head.
On your neck, yeah.
Around my neck.
Yeah,
It's probably just dangling there, and I'm just like...
Blood didn't want to
Let me
say anything. He wasn't.
definitely.
Eloise,
How long?
You
how
have
long
some
does it
feed
does it
at the
spell?
corner of your mouth here.
Liam,
Sorry.
thank you. Eloise, how long does the animal messenger spell last?
10 minutes.
Speak with animals 10 minutes.
Okay, so you probably have to cast the spell at least once or twice more just to keep it going, so you can keep talking to them. Now, what were you saying, Liam?
I was just making a joke, and not important. I'm sorry.
Oh, you can
At
make
Eloise's
the joke.
expense.
Just let me ask my questions too.
I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry.
It's all good. Okay, now during all that time, Veil, you've just not kind of been hiding in the alleyway. Are you doing anything? Did you during that time? Are you because you were just taking your short rest? So
Yeah. So about how long has it been?
It's probably been about 45 minutes. The rest is not over yet. I just wanted to cut over to you to see what you're doing during that time.
Yeah. No. I'm out of it, so I'm just listening. I'm just focusing on my short rest.
Okay.
And if there was anything that Jareth, needed to warn me about, he would have done it telepathically.
Yeah. Well, during that 45 minutes, probably like 1 or 2 people have come down the street. At this late hour, if they're anything interesting, they're drunk and just heading home. So not really a lot of people looking for you right now, which is good. So for the most part, you just sit there and you zone off and rest, and nothing interesting happens. Now, Apollyon, after surprising the guards with your Superman routine, what did you do after that?
I flew up into the air to where I would be outside of their vision, and then I'll fly back over to the barn and try to join up with everybody else.
Okay. So are you just you're flying up to the roof of the barn and then you're going back to that window? Is that what you're trying to do, or you're trying to enter someplace else?
Yeah, I'll go back to the window. Is that far enough away that it's like right back down here, right?
Yeah, it is back down there. Just go ahead and give me one more stealth check. You don't have disadvantage this time because nobody's around you. Those guards
So just regular?
Met, yeah, the guards you had met had moved off by this point. So
It's a 13.
That's a 13. Fortunately, nobody's in the immediate area, so you are not seen, and you are able to make it back into the barn with the rest of the group.
Okay. Do I see them immediately when I step in there?
Yeah, you do, and they're all working to get the horses out of their stalls, and they're starting to move. I'm not going to move all these damn horses, but they're starting to crowd around the entryway at this point. And Eloise, you probably had to ritually cast your spell one more time.
All right, I told the guards to relax a little bit, but we still got to be stealthy getting out of here, y'all.
Right. Didn't actually have a plan.
We need someone to go make sure that the gate out is open, so that way we can just go. Also, someone, if I'm going to be at the front with the leaders of this herd, someone's going to need to direct me, because I don't really know where we're going.
Right.
Well, I suppose Bud can try and stealth out and open the gate outside.
Bud's invisible. He'd be the easiest one to get out.
If the horses kind of making noise might get the guards, maybe they'll move away a little bit. That'd be easier. And then he can make sure the gate's open for you guys to get out. But then he still has to find... Well, you know what? Fuck it. We may not even have to find Dovar the Cripple. With all of the shit that's just going somehow right for once for us, we may not. But I mean, he's still going to start. He's still going to start. He's going to look for, once they get out, he's going to look for, the same people he's been spotting. The people.
We know from here we need to head north and east. Or
if we want to find him, we'll start heading in that direction. And he'll start just looking for any of the syndicate people that he's noticed, because now he kind of knows who this group likes to use as their children. I mean, it's like fucking Willy Wonka here with the Oompa Loompas. They're just, hey, get the small people. Some of them, I'm sure, actually are children. I hope at some point, give the kids some money.
There are kids out there that
So yeah, after he makes it out of the gate, he'll start. I guess as they're wreaking havoc, he'll start looking around for those people to kind of start spreading. If he can't find Dovar, but yeah, he'll be the one to go out and get the gate open.
Okay, so which gate, Blood, are you? You're leaving there, and you're heading out to the gate. Which gate?
I guess.
You heading towards?
I mean, we know that she came in. I guess did she come in this gate, or is there like
southern gate? She came in from the southern gate.
Okay.
So like this we're not talking about the door to the barn.
Yeah. All right. So
But, like
so I guess.
Yeah,
I'm gonna move.
Talking about the barn.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Outside the
move
barn.
my token out so I can actually see what we're talking about. If that's all right.
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
As soon as you get out, get it ready. Can you call Eloise on the sending stone? Tell her that it's open, we're good to
If
go.
she's gonna be horse form, we'll give you the.
Not
stone.
right now.
All right. Well, I mean, if she's going to jump into it before we go, or I can send it to her, or we can give you the stone. But so I guess around where this guy is where the gate is.
Yeah, if you see that guy down there, like he's off the map, he had gone back down there, but that's where that gate was.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, he'll go out and he'll kind of get into position near the gate, and then he'll send a message to them to be like, "Hey, start causing a ruckus to give
So
me."
you're going to the southern gate?
Well, I mean, I guess I can go to the northern gate then if that's.
Well,
I mean,
we have to go north anyways.
Well, you know what? He'll come out the window and he'll climb up. You said the top is kind of like a tiered top for the building.
Yeah.
Right? So he'll climb up there to see, where if he could spot where the northern gate is over here. And once he does, he will make his way down and he will get into position close by. And then he'll send the message telling them, hey, start causing a little bit of ruckus, draw some of these guards away.
Okay. So you are heading to the northern gate. You're going to look for it. Make your perception check real quick. This is a simple perception roll. You got to beat a 15 to figure out where that is.
28.
No problem. Once you get outside the barn and look around, you can see far to the north there is a gate and a guard post there. That's basically like a ticket counter. It's just a small building built into the wall, and then there's another one of those double doors over there. So
yeah, I mean, I guess I can make a stealth check to get across, and then we can. Where I guess he'll be in position. Oh wait, that's only it.
And Eloise, I want you to make one more animal handling check. This is getting all the horses ready to bolt out and start running to the north. That's where you told them to go. So give me an animal handling check at advantage since you have ritually cast Speak with Animals one more time. And you're just basically getting them ready to go running to the north. That's where Blood said he was going to be at.
Beautiful.
18 both times.
21s.
Okay, yeah. Very nice.
Fucking blackjack for you.
With your 31 stealth, you go sneaking up towards the guardhouse to the north. It's just a very small building. There's windows on either side, to the south and to the north, and to the east, where they apparently probably take tickets. And then there's that gate that's built into the fencing. You can see through the windows. There is light in there. There is a lantern there, and two guards are sitting there at a table. Both of them just kind of seem to be talking to each other. And they have not noticed you with your 31 stealth. So what are you going to do?
He's going to kind of get as close as he can where he feels safe enough, and then he's just going to send a message to her and just be like, it's like, all right, it's time to go. Start making some noise.
Okay. And
when I receive that message, I'm going to wild shape into a horse. And I am gonna let out a big loud whinny, and then I'm just gonna start leading everyone out.
Okay. So once you hear that, you just start with a bright whinny. Liam pushes the doors open, and you go leading off a charge of these 20 or 19 other horses following you. charging off towards the north. Now, Blood, you can hear them. I'm not going to make you roll a perception check because that's a loud ruckus.
Oh,
and you're already starting to hear some yells like, what the hell? Coming out in the distance as well. The gates you can see before you, they are padlocked, locked.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me one more stealth check to get up to them. You are invisible, so that does help. Well, there is the light coming out from the guard post.
29 is gonna do it.
Yeah, 29. You definitely are able to keep to the shadows for that. Go ahead and make your
Thieves tools.
Thieves tools. Thank you. Thieves tools check.
Go.
Oh wow!
An 18 still.
Wow.
Yeah, but you know what?
Tell me it works, but he breaks
I
it.
know.
Yeah, what I'm gonna say is, yeah, you're working that lock. You feel it. You feel that tink. Click. You turn it open and then snap. Your thieves' tool broke.
He's
Lost one of your picks.
He's got another one, so he'll try again.
No, it's unlocked. It's just broken.
He just broke. All right, he's like, oh, that was my favorite one.
Because 18 was actually the DC for it, but in that one, something bad has to happen. Something bad has to happen there.
Yeah.
And,
He's like, I'll get you fixed, baby. And he's going to put it back in his pocket. That's his favorite
bro,
one.
there's no fixing that.
Well,
it's not in the lock.
Hey, well, then he'll take the lock. Fuck Loroupa.
Okay.
Well,
He's gonna
and
take it-
you are able to open it and pull the padlock away just as you see the horses thundering at you from behind. You very quickly push the doors open and you hear yells coming from the inside. Hey! The gates are open! And they're both looking out there and they do see you standing there pushing these two doors open just as these horses go thundering past. You have to jump out of the way as they start running out. Yeah.
Oh, that he's gonna, as soon as they get past, he's gonna start making making his way away.
So you're making your way through the gate as well to the
No,
north?
as soon as he opened the gate, as soon as they come thundering through, he's turning around and he's booking.
And what I'm asking you, are you running away from there into the city, or are you running back towards the stable?
No, he's gonna start going into the city.
So Liam, Apollyon, what were you doing when
I would have hopped on one of those horses I pulled up earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, I figured he was like that side saddle shit.
I'll
you
do the
see in
same.
cowboy movies,
Okay.
That would work if there was a saddle.
Yeah, okay, you know what? Don't crush
there's
my
no
dreams,
saddle,
okay?
but you both can jump on bareback and at least have reins. Both give me animal handling checks and stealth checks, because you're trying to duck down and hold onto the barrel of these animals as they're thundering away.
23 and a 23.
Oh, this will be good. He's fucking stealthy about it, though.
Yeah, that horse is like throwing you all over the place. Your ass is in pain as you're bouncing along. But fortunately, those two guards there to the north are more focused on the horses, and they don't spot the two of you.
Let's face it.
Necthros Veil.
I'm gonna get down for a second, and I'm gonna say, "Look here, horse," and I'm gonna look straight in his eyes and cast Charm Monster.
They're thundering away. I don't know if you're gonna be able to do that.
It's not
the one I was just riding.
Yeah,
It doesn't count as a monster.
I think horses are considered beasts.
Beasts.
But even then, I don't know. Are you going to be able to control him?
If you can dominate a monster with a spell, you could dominate something smaller, couldn't you?
So let's see. What does this actual
Why
spell
is it
say?
Yeah, pop it up for us.
Just pop up the spell. It depends on the wording.
The wording.
All right, there it goes. It says a creature.
No, it does just say a creature you can see. So yes, that would work.
That's why you can do. Yeah, I was just say charm monster's the different other
One
person.
for a long rest. Beautiful.
Yeah, I like it.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna do that. DC 13.
Oh, watch this horse is smart as fuck. You got Mr. Ed, man. Your horse can talk.
Yeah.
Literally, it's gonna start talking to you like, all right, asshole, just calm the fuck down.
Okay, it is a wisdom saving throw. This should be interesting.
As I say, yeah, I guess they're the thoroughbred ones, right? Yeah.
thoroughbreds be crazy, man.
Yeah.
You rolled with advantage.
Yeah, we're not fighting it.
No, I know. I just clicked wisdom, and it rolled
A lot
with
of times
advantage.
it automatically does with stuff like that. Yeah.
Horses
Yeah,
have
with
advantage.
NPC,
Well, that's what I'm
A lot of
looking
the
at.
times, yeah.
automatic.
No, it has the advantage toggle on. It doesn't have the auto roll.
Yeah.
So let me see if I can figure out why it has advantage there.
I think it always does because I'm looking at shadow, the one for shadows, and it just says advantage toggle. It's always on.
Yeah, no, NPC sheets and like creatures and stuff
No,
like that,
so-
they all have the advantage toggle starts off as on.
No, I have them all set so it's the advantage toggle, so I can turn advantage
Oh,
on
gotcha.
or off at will. But I didn't have advantage set when I rolled it.
I don't think there's
Oh.
anything special about them. Yeah.
It wasn't on advantage; it's on normal. That's why I'm trying to
Oh,
okay.
That's what confusion is.
They
Yeah,
have
you
a
just-
condition immunity to being charmed.
What?
I'm looking
A
at the
regular
sheet
ass
right
horse
now.
can't be charmed?
Or no, wait, never mind. It's just it's like grayed out and it's saying you could put charmed in. Never mind. Okay.
No.
We can manipulate it to be charmed.
Okay, it's just rolling everything at advantage for some reason. It's fine. It rolled an 8. No worries. You do charm the horse. What are you telling the horse?
Actually, ride with me, brother. Let's ride into the night.
Well, it doesn't understand you, but it does now consider you a friend, and it does kind of calm down a little bit and is helping you ride. So your next animal handling check you will have advantage on.
The legend
Cool.
of El Toro Loco lives on.
It's El Toro Fuerte.
I'm sorry, Fort.
Fuerte means strong.
Yeah.
11 on the animal handling.
Yeah, you're still not. It's hard. You're barely managing to stay on it, but you are staying on it. And your group is racing to the north, out the north entrance. Necthros Veil, however, you are hiding out at the west entrance.
Oh fuck.
Because that's the one you said you wanted to go to. So
Yeah, I said northwest.
yeah, that was the west one. So that isn't the one they went out of. You do finish your long rest, and you do finish
Short
your long
rest.
rest, or short rest. I'm sorry, your short rest. And at the end of your short rest, as you're getting up, you start hearing a bunch of whistles coming from the racetrack. Go ahead and make another perception check, both you and with Jareth.
Okay. So would Jareth not have seen them, coming out?
That's what
He's
I'm
doing, like-
having you roll to see whether or
Okay.
not he would have seen them heading to the north.
Oh, okay. I assumed when you had me roll for him earlier, when he rolled that natural 20, that was what it.
Well, that was
what
an
he
hour.
perceiving.
That was an hour ago.
Yeah, no, I just thought you wanted me to pre-roll it because I said that's fine.
I was basically
Um,
rolling it for the first half of it, and then the second half
Don't
I
worry.
would have you do at this point.
All right, that's fine. For some reason, Jareth's page is not loading, so I'm gonna refresh it. Yeah, I don't know why it's not. Nothing's coming up. It's a black page.
I mean, he's just a
So
plus
this one.
one. I mean, isn't he? I think.
But he has advantage.
Well, you could just roll 2d20 and add one to the
2d20,
highest.
roll a 1d20 plus 1 twice. And take
All right, I just want to make sure. Make sure he's a +1. Oh, he rolled a. I don't know why I did that like that.
14.
Yeah, 14. Yep. And I rolled a 15.
Yeah, it's not a hard thing. By the time the horses go stampeding out of the barn, just as you're finishing your long rest, you do see that the horses are stampeding towards the north. The northern gate is open, and they are starting to thunder their way past it. Jareth would be able to see a little bit of the lights that are moving out there in the distance. But they definitely did not come through the western gate, which is where you had positioned yourself at. And they went through the northern gate instead. I assume you start heading in that direction, Veil?
Yep. Yeah, I said northwest, but if that's fine, I'm going to head as fast as I can that way.
There isn't a northwestern gate. There is a western gate. And that's the gate that I said you went to. But it's not hard to follow that trail. You are able to get out from that and make your way around and to the north. But by the time you get there, the alarms are starting to sound a lot more. I need you, Veil, to roll a stealth check, and then I want you to make one more perception check, trying to ascertain the direction they're heading. And I imagine the rest of you are starting
21
to
stealth
head in the west, to the northwest.
Yeah.
21 stealth.
Yeah, Blood's going to probably separate a little bit, but he's heading into the city. Yeah.
Can I get advantage on the perception, considering there should be hundreds of hoof prints on the ground?
Yeah, you have advantage with Jareth as well.
Okay. That's a 15 for me for perception, a 21 for me for stealth, and Jareth, I'm just going to roll another d20.
No, you had to beat a 14 to hear the sound. It's loud. And you are able to start running towards that. Now, by the time you catch up to them, you're going to be catching up to the very ass end of them. So you're not going to be able to get on a horse or anything like that. But you can follow with your perception check and with your 21 stealth. You are able to maintain maintain your stealth as you're following Veil.
Okay. Perfect.
So your group starts making your way north and to the northwest. Looking at the map over there, you're kind of having to make your way around the palace and head towards the northwestern side of the city. I assume you're trying to make a loud ruckus and as much noise as you possibly can to gather as much attention as possible. So what all are you doing to get attention of people besides, the loud running of the horses?
Let's see.
Well, so the barn is now empty, correct?
We've emptied it of horses, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as I say, from a distance, someone does have the ability to light things on fire. I could always just set the barn afire.
So you didn't get on a horse? I thought you said...
No, I was heading into the city. So I mean, I would, because Bloodside, he's going to start looking for the people, the other, what's it called, the Thieves Guild
so
people.
Yeah, you're not even with the horses.
No,
so...
I let them thunder past. I mean, can I even do like a check to see if I can see Veil fucking just going after these horses? This poor guy that's been carried by zombies forever, so he's probably out of shape.
Sure, why not? Go ahead and make a perception check to see Veil. He did roll pretty high on his stealth, so let's see if you can see him.
Oh shit!
Nope.
I'm in my... No.
No,
you did not.
You jinxed yourself.
Well, the passive is 20, but his 21 would have beaten that anyway. But yeah, I mean, but Bloods, he's mainly looking for syndicate people, so I guess that's why he's not looking for Veil.
Nope, but we're going to get to you in 1 second. Apollyon, you're on a horse. Liam, you're on a horse. Eloise, you are a horse. And Veil, you're following horses. So what are you doing anything else to attract attention and get the guards to follow as you're thundering through the city streets, which are, I am going to say, mostly empty. It is about 3:30 in the morning at this point. It's still very, very dark. But what are you doing as you're heading to the northwest?
I would assume I'm hollering out pretty loud, kind of shouting and stuff. Maybe extending my quarterstaff and cracking a pot or two as they're available or something like that. Maybe something like that to try and a little performance check there.
Rebel yells.
Are there lanterns or like unlit torches or sconces like on the outside of buildings in this area?
Probably 1 out of every 4 sconce is lit throughout the city, and there are plenty of unlit ones all through.
All right, so as we're thundering through the streets, I'm just pointing my fingers and using prestidigitation to like light every like candle and lantern and torch that I see.
Ooh, that's interesting. I think I'm gonna need you to make. Oh, what kind of roll for this? Because you're on the back of an unsaddled horse.
Well, he's using magic. Would that be Arcana?
I'm going to say, yeah. I want you to make me an Arcana check. Just to see how good of precision you have lighting these things as you're riding bareback on a horse.
A 13.
13, you know.
I have a +0 to Arcana.
Yeah, I'm going to say that maybe you're able to light some. I'm not going to say you're unable to light all of them. It's definitely not like if Veil would have just lit all of them. Because he's much. You're a lot less skilled with the skill than he is.
Oh yeah, I'm just an apprentice.
But you're like popping off 1 out of every 3 or 4, and some of them are starting to light up, and the path is getting brighter as you're thundering down on the back of your horse. Now, Blood, what were you doing?
I'm trying to find, syndicate people and really Dovar the Cripple.
Well, so you're going to have to make your way to his area to go looking.
Yeah, so I figure with all the noise going one way.
You also mentioned something about lighting the barn on fire.
Yeah, I could. I guess once they're all thundering by, I might just kind of find a nice little spot and I'm going to shoot one of my blazing bowstrings to use that and shoot it up and light the barn on fire. He's got 600 feet.
Oh, man.
You certainly can try. So here's what I'm going to say. If you stop in an alleyway and wait for a moment, you can see that guards are starting to run out from the track and is chasing after the horses. So give me a stealth check real quick to hide from these people as they're chasing after the horses.
Nice.
Yeah, as I say, have we ever really thought about what the mechanics of the bowstring is? I guess I never even... Does it actually create real fire?
I'm getting to that.
He would know. I don't.
Ooh, they rolled high, but they did not roll high enough to see you, Blood. So, yeah, quite a few guards are just kind of chasing after to the north. There's actually quite a loud ruckus being caused. Whistles are being
I can imagine.
blown and that sort of thing. There's a lot of chaos going on right now.
Got an Irishman doing a rebel yell, fucking as he's driving down the street.
Now, I will say that the blazing bowstring, when it hits something, it does do fire damage, and it does burn.
That's what I was going to... Yeah, as I say, is that,
So
I don't know if we ever really talked about it.
So here's what we got to do. You're going to have to try to hit something super, super, super fucking flammable to ignite this.
Well, hell, I guess, could I roll a perception to see if I even saw anything on the barn?
Outside I'm going to, go ahead and roll a perception check real quick to see if you remember seeing anything outside the barn that was flammable.
Oh, it's a 13.
Yeah, no, you did not see any hay barrels or anything.
Yeah, if he didn't see anything, he's not going to do it. He'd only do it if he knows that he has.
We do have quite a bit going on.
Yeah, there is some hay in the barn itself. You did see that in the stalls.
I'm not.
Outside.
Yeah, he'd have to run back and do it, and that's wasting time. So he's just going to keep moving on.
Fair enough.
Looking for anybody that's skulking in the shadows that he can see, and he knows who they are.
Okay. This one is going to be an investigation check as you're heading north. It's going to take you about an hour, a little more than an hour actually, because you're on foot to get to the place where the Furbolg lives. The rest of the group riding at full tilt, probably more like 45 minutes. So we'll keep that in
Should
mind.
I make like a few as I go along, just because I'm looking for any syndicate people too? Do you want me to just like keep making them, or just make the
honestly,
17?
with the 17 is pretty good. You can, as you're making your way, it takes you probably about 30 minutes or so as you're making your way north, but you do find a couple of urchins that are hanging out.
Okay.
These are children, hanging out in an alleyway that you do recognize. They're standing underneath a symbol of the Thieves Guild.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he's just gonna kind of approach up to him, and I guess, are there any lights nearby? I'm assuming you said every. Okay, so he's gonna at least step out into that, so they can see him. He's gonna pull his hood down and just kind of put his hand up, and whatever I guess the Thieves Guild is for friend, he's gonna put that up and to disarm them, to be like, "Hey, I'm a friend."
Yeah, go ahead and make a persuasion check real quick for that.
Jeremy's got a camera hog over here.
It is a 24.
Yeah, with your 24, the kids were they kind of jumped at first, seeing you step out from the shadows, but you flash your guild signs.
I apologize.
Like Dre on the streets, and they kind of settle down a bit.
You know, he'll hold up kind of a couple. He's gonna be palming like bits of gold to people. He's just gonna kind of hold up a couple of pieces each and be like, "Hey, I've been sent here, by Paulette. I'm looking for Doval the Cripple. Can you tell me where to find him?" And I guess I would use, Pharaoh. I don't know if they would know his first name, but
one more persuasion check.
22.
Yeah. One of the little boys, he's a dwarven kid, probably around 15 or so, walks up and snatches the coins out from you, and he tells you, yeah, Dovar, he lives over on 41st Street. He's usually hanging out around there. He has a mat where he begs, and all of us have to go up and deliver whatever it is we take to him.
All right, that's perfect. And I guess I already gave them each a couple. I'm going to give them 5 more. And I want to start telling them, I was like, if you can, start finding all your friends and just start warn them that there are weird people called the Dreamers. And they're running around the city.
They take the coins without argument, and they both look at one another and they say, "Okay."
It'll make sense later, I promise.
And the two of them run off in opposite directions.
All right. So hopefully we can tie the furbolg to the Dreamer. And then if they told him where to go, he's going to start. I guess they would probably point him in the right direction for 41st Street.
Yeah, they told you which street to go to.
So he's going to start making his way that way.
Okay. And by this time, the rest of your group is still riding hard. I want you all to make a group performance check.
You die in there, fucking Kyle.
just how well this has worked and how chaotic it is.
Yeah.
Hey, we are the Faab Five. Chaotic is our nickname. Okay.
I'm just saying, we got the horses out.
We are.
Many rolls just to get that. I was so happy with that. I thought it was no way it would have gone this smoothly.
Yeah. Low key, me neither. Low key, me neither. But yeah,
23 for performance.
Should I make one, or since I'm not with them, or is this them? Okay,
it's
gotcha.
The 4 of them.
Ollie?
Can I have advantage?
He is El Toro Fuerte.
Because of my gladiator background.
Tell me what you're doing to earn this advantage.
I can't wait to hear this.
Yeah, as we're going through the street, I'm pointing my fingers and lighting all these lights and torches. Say, we're coming down. Wake up and follow us to freedom.
Yeah, I love it. Performance with advantage. I need one from you too, Vale. Your skulk, or what are you doing, Vale? If you're not helping them with this performance.
Am I muted, or can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Have I caught up yet? Because they're.
You can't really catch up to them because they just have a faster movement than you do.
Yeah.
But you can follow their
figured.
trail pretty damn easily, and you are seeing much more lights appearing along this path than any of the dark subpaths. You can tell Apollyon is guiding you with all this.
Yeah, then I'm just going to continue to follow the path.
Okay, go ahead and give me a stealth check. You're trying to remain hidden, and also a perception check from Jareth, just from Jareth, since you're stealthy.
Okay, I think that was an 11 for stealth. Hold on, I gotta switch back. Yeah, 11 for stealth for me, and then for Jareth,
come on, J-Rod.
It's an 8.
Yeah, you're trying to stay as stealthy as you can. You're keeping to the shadows, or at least you're trying to. But this well-lit path is making it difficult to find any, and you're just kind of running along, following all these hoof prints as fast as you can. And the whistles are gaining on you. They're definitely getting closer, and you're starting to get the idea that a chase has been initiated and guards are in pursuit right now.
Okay.
Now, Apollyon, you rolled your 15. Eloise got a 13.
Yes.
Liam got a 23. Overall, a decent success. And you're making as much noise as you can. Apollyon proclaiming loudly, follow him to freedom. I guarantee he said the Golden Boi a few times. And probably even Blood from a Stone with your passive 20 perception would probably hear somewhere in the distance his echoing voice.
And you just, the face palm, you just feel it in the distance.
Now, are you doing anything else, Veil, as you're following the horse trail?
No, I mean, I guess the only thing is, do I see the guards yet? Have they seen me?
No.
Or are they about to see me? Okay, I just hear the whistles and know that they're on my trail and they're
Their attention is on us mostly.
Yeah, you with your you rolled a 9 perception, Jareth rolled an 8 perception. So you are able to hear the whistles, but you have not encountered any guards, and you have not heard any of them approaching.
Okay. And so I'm looking at the map. I see the bluish green where the stables are.
Mm-hmm.
About how far am I from here?
I'm going to say that as of right now, you're probably halfway between the red and the blue dot, the palace and the conclave, and you're starting to turn towards the northwest, towards that district. You're not quite there yet.
All right, because at this point, I feel like I'm just left in the dust. I have no bearing of where, I could obviously tell where they're going, but what's the point of me following them if I'm going to get there late and then what? Have to try to find them. So I think from here, I'm going to cut off and head towards the conclave.
You're heading towards the conclave. Okay. Interesting.
I figured that would be a meetup point. I'm gonna see how I can send. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to have Jareth come down. I'll write a letter and have him deliver it. Dash and deliver it to the other group.
I assume you have some ink and parchment in your stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Out of character, last time we teleported, didn't you get the sending spell from the wizards or the conclave?
See, that's what I tried to find that on my sheet, but yeah, I thought. Oh wait, I do have it. I'm sorry.
They wanted us to send them messages from now on.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize it was a level 3 spell. That's why I was looking at it under level 2.
So do you have that spell prepared for today?
Yeah, it actually is prepared.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Sure, why not? So yeah, you can contact your friends via the sending spell if you want to just pause in an alleyway and instead of following them.
Okay, so I'm going to do that. Let me cast that real quick.
25 words to convey a message to your friends. What do you tell them?
Okay.
And who are you sending it to?
Yeah.
I'm going to send it probably to the most level-headed of the group in the chase.
Quite a choice.
That would be Liam. I'm going to say... okay, first of all, does this come in as my voice?
Yes.
So I don't need to do an introduction then?
No.
Okay. I'm going to say, too far behind, guards are gaining. What's the plan? Should I head back to the conclave?
Conclave is one word.
Yes.
Did I do
Yes.
two?
No, it's one word.
You did it as syllables, but I mean...
No, I'm counting
Yeah.
my...
Okay.
We're
You're at 26.
21, 26, or 20, 16.
21.
21
One more
we're left.
21.
Yep. Kindly go fuck yourself.
So as you're
That's
racing
salutations
on,
right there.
yeah, as you're racing on the back of this horse, curving towards the northwest, Liam, that's what you hear in your ear.
So just to recap, the guards are coming. I'm falling too far behind. Should I meet at the conclave, or what's the plan?
Go fuck yourself.
Sure.
Yeah.
And just cover my bases, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, that's like I love you from Veil.
Kinda.
So,
have 4 words left.
so Liam, still not fully understanding how magic works, hears that, and his response comes in, "Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself! Everyone, go fuck yourselves!" He doesn't know what else to say. That's the end. He's just
Okay.
shouting in the streets.
That's what he shouted in the streets. And I think that's a good place to end things for this
Damn it.
evening.
So we've created superheroes, and we've got a guy screaming, "Go fuck yourself!"
It's that Charlie song and Always Sunny. Go fuck yourself!
Is that what I should name this episode? I don't know.
Oh my god.
That'd be great.
Make it a horse-themed pun somehow. Do it like that, you know?
As awesome as this was, our next session we will be in exhaustion mode, guys.
Yeah, actually, yeah. You will be at this point.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you will be.
It's about 4 o'clock in the morning at this point. Exhaustion has set in for all of you. So we will find out what happens after that while you're all rolling your skill checks at disadvantage. But you are heading in the direction of that mansion there, and you're at least causing some kind of ruckus.
Yeah.
We'll find out what happens from here next week at 7 o'clock. So thank you to everyone who watched this evening. We absolutely appreciate you tuning in. We hope to see you again next Monday at 7 o'clock when we find out exactly what this insane group does to take the attention away from the slums of Revancia. So on behalf of the Faab Five, I just wanted to say once again, thank you for watching. Have a great evening. We'll see you next week. Good night.
Peace.
Peace.
Bye.